Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, hello. How is it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am late. I am late by 10 minutes. I do apologize, but you know how it is. Life of a life of a CTO. Literally meetings and it's and I have a meeting right after this as well. So I will have to cut it early, but I want to make sure I got some time in here. Red Sox, what is going on? Nice to see you. And real quick, what I want to touch on today, and as you guys saw, um, Powell made a speech, or Powell said some things today, and people reacted to it. It's very well in the crypto markets as well as NASDAQ and the stocks, right? Very happy to see that. But what he really said was, hey, I think it makes sense to go with the moderate increase, right? Moderate meaning we're expecting now 50 basis points. As soon as people heard 50 basis points, right? We had like, I think 4 times in a row, we had 75 basis points, right? As soon as people heard 50 basis points, it's like they went wild. They were like, that's it. We're going to start buying up everything we can. And that's literally what's happening. Today, Red Sox, I got Rug. Hey, how is going? It is going well. What's going on? I got Rug. Nice to see you. Scott, represent. What's going on, buddy? And as I was, I really wanted to talk about what's happening with the Jerome Powell speech and everything like that. But at the same time, New York Times did an interview with Sam Bankman-Fried, and literally they released a transcript of it. And I know CoinDesk had it. I'm trying to find it, so I think I want to go through that transcript as well, just a few snippets, and see what really there is that we learned, if anything new, if anything in his mind has changed from the November 16th interview. So it's going to be interesting. And that November 16th interview was with Tiffany. We watched that yesterday. If you missed that, definitely watch yesterday's stream. It was awesome. We learned a lot about where Sam Bankman's mind is. All right, I'm sharing my screen. All right, so this is interesting. 861 billion, marching towards that $1 trillion market cap. I would love to be there, but things are or were going up in the 24 hours. We're up to 17,000 on Bitcoin. BNB, it was hovering over 300 the last few times we checked in. And what's consistent about this is every time we're checking the markets, we're checking at the same time, the same day. So it's really gauges us well. It's not like I'm coming in at different times and we're looking at market trends in different areas, So very happy to see the small relief that we got in from Jerome Powell saying, hey, we can go moderate with the basis points increase. So quite happy to see, especially Bitcoin. I need this to continue to march towards that 20,000 goal. But this is really the opportunity, right? We are potentially at the flippening level that the maxis, the Ethereum maxis, keep talking about. And that's why some of these Bitcoin holders are going, hey, this market cap, looking real close, right? Bitcoin falls down to 10,000. Many people speculate that Bitcoin to 10,000, right? And Ethereum, the real winner of the space is going to get to $2,000. That's when the flippening of Ethereum and Bitcoin is going to happen. And that's what they theorize. I am a Bitcoin maxi, so I probably am not going to root for that to happen. So we'll see. Other fun things, XRP was in the news. There were some things going on with XRP, and actually, let me just quickly check. I know I wrote it down. XRP did former. It was a YouTube video. Did former Binance US CEO suggest Binance US could be the first US ODL exchange? And it literally says Ripple XRP, right? So I'll go through the entire thing, and it's like uh people back in 2013 were paying people 5 Bitcoin to spread FUD about XRP. And that's literally what the video was talking about. So if we have time, we'll review that as well. It's quite a interesting video for me to read. All right, I'm gonna actually make sure I can find that article. Fed likely to raise rates by 50 basis points in December. Bitcoin jumps. So this is what we saw today. Very happy. Ha ha ha. Everyone's having a great time. But at the same time, once this relief, what I think really what people are looking for is that pivot, right? The pivot in the economy. Until that pivot comes in, no one's gonna uh, come in to see that bull run till a pivot is made. When that pivot happens, I've heard, as history has shown, anytime a pivot happens after a recession, sometimes you fall, even more. So it's gonna be quite watch it like something I have to watch for. I feel like I'm living in history during this crypto um, market, like especially with the adoption around this time. I feel like we're making history as a whole. I'm not talking about any type of tokens you guys are supporting, but just talking about uh tokens in general and the DeFi space in general. And I think it's just something we're going to continue to watch for. It's going to get quite interesting. Bull run is running. Absolutely. I got rug. Let's go. Let's go. Sam just had a bad month. And you know what's interesting about that? Sam continues not to be in jail. Do Kwon continues not to be in jail. I'm telling you, if you pay government, you give them money, they keep you out of jail. I wonder how that works, right? So relief, so 50 basis points. We're going to see where this ends up going. The Fed chair, FOMC, which projects rates going as high as 5%, right? This is at the point. This is all we know. This is literally nothing else was said. There was no other hints. The ultimate level of rates will need to be somewhat higher than thought at the time of the September meeting in the summary of economic projections, Powell said. So I'm not sure if this makes sense. I don't know if I have enough information to be like, oh, yeah, this is how it's going to be. But the meeting is December 13th to the 14th. So I think on the 14th, we're going to find out, right, how much it's going to go up. And on Friday, the Labor Department, though, this Friday, we're going to get the CPI for next month, right? It's going to be interesting. It really is. Oh, it's like imagine we get a bull run, dude. Are we gonna find a point to exit? That's really because a lot of people say the bottom's not in. This is fake. This is that, and it just makes me wonder. It's like I literally feel like no one knows, and anyone claims that they do is just guessing. Smash that like button and subscribe. Smash that like button and subscribe. Triple G's. You know what it is. Please. I didn't knowingly commingle funds. Dude, what was that yesterday? Wait, show me where the New York transcript. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think I can actually play the thing, right? Read CoinDesk coverage here. Andrew Ross. Can I actually watch the thing? Are they gonna copy strike me if I watch the thing? They're gonna copy strike me if I watch the thing, aren't they? No, I don't want to make an account. Where? Yeah. Why? 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 All right. Anyway, we have the conversation, as I said. Yeah, thanks for having me. End of the day, I was CEO of FTX, and that means whatever happened, whenever it happened. I had a duty to all stakeholders, to our customers or creditors. I had duty to our employees, to our investors, and to regulate. Dude, he came prepared, bro. He came prepared with this. Sam Bankman, yeah, I'm deeply sorry about what happened. Seriously, for long and short of what happened, and I'll be stressing just to make distinction here. You will get the U.S. platform. You lift the international platform. What? What's this guy saying? Let's talk about some of the things you have done differently, but I don't want this to be an abstraction of folks and numbers. One of the letters I got, I want to read Sam Bankman. It's from a gentleman who said that he has lost his life savings, and the subject line is Sam Bankman Fried stole $2 million from me. Okay. Can you ask him why his hedge fund was leveraging long all of these shit coins? I'm gonna keep it polite for the kids. Please ask him if he thinks what happened was fraud. These are the kinds of letters that I have been getting repeatedly over the past several days. What do you tell this man? Okay, so that's why he's apologizing. Okay. So he's gonna make a distinction here. So he's making a distinction saying that the US platform is different than the international platform. Okay, so FTX US versus FTX.com. US platform Z, a US regulated platform with American users. To my knowledge, that's fully solvent, that's fully funded. And I believe that withdrawals could be opened up today and everyone could be made whole from that. That None of these problems plague the US platform. So FTX US users, let's go. Regulation saved FTX. People, that's pretty good. Teddy, when Bull Run 2024, they're saying December, man. They're saying December. This is it. This is going to be the pivot. Jerome Powell, he said 50 basis points, Teddy, 50 basis points. Don't you know? 50 basis points are going to get us there. Then you have the international platform for their non-US users. I mean, as the letter says, Alameda Research did have a long position in, the international platform. It's a margin trading platform. It's a derivatives platform. It's a platform. So, yeah, basically, FTX.com, you guys are not looking so good. Okay, let's see. What else does this guy say? So there's pieces with the terms of service. So I think the bigger question is where Alameda got the loan from, which is to say that there is a view that this is about commingling of funds. Oh, yeah, there was just a thing that said, I didn't commingle funds. And in that letter that I just read to you, this gentleman actually copied and pasted the terms of service for FTX into the email. And I just want to read you this. It says none of the digital assets in your account are the property of or shall or may be loaned to FTX Trading. FTX Trading did not represent or treat digital assets in users' accounts as belongings to FTX Trading. So how is it possible that Alameda had this loan of such a large size? This is a bait. This is like he already knows the answer to this question when he answered this. This guy's a good reporter, dude. So yeah, basically they did use customers' assets. So let's see what Sam says, right? So we all know they used customers' assets. There's no way Alameda Research got all these loans without showing customers' assets, right? So let's see what Sam says how they got it. SBF will slide by with no charges. Absolutely. And so will Do Kwon. And that's the thing. No one's going to jail, guys. These guys helped the government. They gave money to both sides. They're going to make sure that they stay out of jail so that money keeps pouring in. You have no idea. So there's that piece from the term. This guy is literally, if he's supposed to be in jail, why aren't people like the FBI, the CIA, the federal police, his hometown police, the Bahamian police? Why isn't anyone just going and grabbing him? He's doing interviews. He's doing whatever he wants. Like, think about it, because they don't care. They already got their money, guys. They're gonna keep getting this money. He's got connections. He's never gonna see jail time. It's never gonna happen. He literally, this will just be like a pat on the back for him. Like, hey, you tried, So there's that piece from the terms of service. But There were a number of other parts of that of the terms, as there's numbers of other parts of the platform on top of that. There is the borrower lending facility, which users were lending billions of dollars of assets to each other, collateralized by assets on the exchange. You had a yacht, obviously, future contracts where they're leveraged positions on now. Of course, all of this, it's meant to be. What the hell? What is this guy saying? It's meant to be the case that these are the positions where FTX could, if it needed to margin call those positions and close them down in times such that it would cover all those shorts, all those liabilities. Obviously, that wasn't the case here. And that's a massive failure of oversight, of risk management, and have a huge diffusion of responsibility from myself running FTX. This is diversion. He's just diverting the question, and which is also smart on Sam's part. He's not truly answering the question like, "Hey, did you use customers' assets?" No, he's like, "No, the terms of service, right, has nothing to do in reality with the question that's being asked." He's just like, "No, I'm just considering all the other things on the platform that over collateralized and over leveraged positions, which caused us to get these loans, right, has nothing to do with the actual question." So we all know that was a diversion there. Let's get one thing straight. Was there commingling of funds? That's what it appears like. It appears like there's a genuine commingling of funds that are FTX customers that were not supposed to be commingled with your separate firm. And he literally says, "I did not knowingly commingle funds." I feel like I'm watching um, a great influencer in the space just say similar things. I did not have. And again, one piece of this, you have the margin trading, you have, what? You have the margin trading, you have, you have the margin trading, you have, yeah, you have, customers borrowing from each other. Alameda is one of those. I was frankly surprised by how big Alameda's position was. What do you mean, bro? Your girlfriend's dunking on you, bro. Oh, dang, dude. Imagine, Sam. Imagine you're having a great time. You met this lovely lady. She's like, "Yo, I'm gonna run Alameda," and you end up finding she got more money than you, bro. Imagine. She's got a reason to run. I don't think you do. Which points to another failure of oversight on my part and a failure to appoint someone to chiefly in charge of that. But I wasn't trying to commingle funds. So I didn't knowingly commingle funds, but I wasn't trying to commingle funds. Oh my God. All right. This is all bread and butter. Let's see. This time I really knew there was a problem was November 6th. November 6th was the date that the tweet about FTT came out. By late on November 6th, we were putting together all of the data, putting together all the information that obviously should have been put together way earlier, right? That obviously should have been part of the dashboards. I was always looking at when we looked at that, there was a potential serious problem there. And Alameda's position was big on FTX. Dude, he knew. I feel like he knew. I feel like he knew way before this. I feel like he knew way before this. I don't think the report said it. I think November 6th came and he's like, "Oh, snap." I think something don't make sense here. I don't know. They had just taken a huge hit. They had taken a huge hits over the course of the year, and which everyone took hits over the course of the year, but that was particularly a large one and very abrupt. And we're seeing a run on the bank start, and that's what's leading to a 4 billion a day of client withdrawals. Dude, 4 billion a day of client withdrawals. Oh my God. At this point, we started calling prospective sources of financing because I was nervous about what was going to happen there. If you rewind even a few days, I was a little bit nervous, but not only nearly the same scale. And I was thinking about, risks that were substantially less. Dude, dude. $4 billion a day. That is crazy. That is crazy. I feel like we got to sit back, like literally understand. Oh my God. Imagine you're a CEO at this position and you have customers withdrawing $4 billion a day, and you don't know if you have the assets to back them. And I think at some point, some CEOs say we have all the assets to back all customer withdrawals, and then you end up finding they don't. And just like he said, hey guys, anyone in the United States, FTX US, you guys are fine. The regulation in the United States is so great, your assets are fine. We're going to open up withdrawals and you can withdraw immediately. You know? Thank God, bro. Oh my God. I want to go to the Blockify acquisition for a moment. How much money do you think Alameda? I'd say that they had a lot of FTT, but that Alameda had borrowed from BlockFi at the time of the bailout. And look at this guy, Dodgy Dodgerson over here. I honestly don't know, but I would have guessed like 100 million. You know, just an easy 100 mil. Yo, come on, bro. BlockFi, you're about to acquire that, weren't you? Isn't that under you? Million, maybe a couple 100 million. No, maybe like billions. But I honestly don't know the answer, and I wasn't paying detailed attention. That's my guess. No accountant. This was not a real company. Billions moving around and no accountant in sight. Absolutely. That's all they needed. They needed a chief accountant. Dude, did the CFO of FTX also get fired? You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Um, how concerned are you about criminal liability at this point? So, so I don't think that, I mean, obviously, I don't personally think that I have, but I think the real answer is it's not. So he's not criminally liable. Sounds weird to say, but I think the real answer is that's not what I'm focusing on. There's going to be a time and place for me to sort of think about myself in my own future, but I don't think this is like right now. I mean, like I've had a bad month. Oh, who said that? I've had a bad month. Oh, SPF just had a bad month. Sam just had a bad month. There we go. Mark Anobi in the building. What's going on, Mark? Nice to see you, buddy. Um, so yeah, he had a bad month. This is not like that's not what matters. Like what matters here is the millions of customers. What matters here is all the stakeholders in FTX who got hurt. I'm trying to do everything I can to help them out. And as long as that's the case, guess what? Guess what? You can't help them out. You need to get a bailout, bro. You already declared bankruptcy. There's no helping them out. There's nothing you can do. You've already left, Sam. You've already left the company. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I know. I know you had good intentions, buddy. The mansions, the parties, it was all fun. Uh, what happens to me is the important part of that, and I don't think that's what makes sense for me to be focusing on because he knows he's not going to jail. That's why. Yep, you're telling the truth. So things were changing fast. Sam, help me on this. November 7th, you tweeted and then deleted a tweet that said FTX has enough to cover all client holdings. We don't invest client assets, even treasuries. We've been processing all withdrawals and will continue to be. You then deleted that tweet literally just moments ago. You told me it was on November 7th, and things took a turn. You're telling the truth. Oh my God. So things were changing fast, blah, blah, blah. November 7th, that was the sort of the transition day. And you can see the start versus the end of November 7th. I felt fairly different, I can't remember exactly what is in here or where I said that, but I remember trying to think about feeling conflicted about what to say. And you try and think about what I could say I believed. And by not that long later, I no longer believed, I no longer felt like it had much like that was at all reasonable representation of where my mind was at, and I don't remember exactly when I deleted it. Oh, dude, everything, like when you go through a trauma or you like just like, one of the things that I remember is I had a friend one time tell me that when he was young, he ate a lot of popcorn and he got really buttery hands, right? His hands were really buttery. So he ends up going into the playground and gets on the swing. He starts swinging and jumps off the swing and lands with his hands on the ground. But because his hands were buttery, his hands slipped and like he broke both his hands jumping off the swing because of buttery hands, right? It literally happened, but he does not remember, he does not recall. He's literally his mind like blocked out, the pain was just like this is the OF moment and he's just like Teddy, when this happened to me, dude, like everything's just going. You don't remember anything, like it's all just a blink and then he's next thing he's at the hospital. I feel like that's what happened to Sam, in the morning he's like, all right, I'm good. We're going to start the day. Here's the tweet. We're golden. We're rock solid. FTX represent, right? And then by the end of the day, he's like, I, I don't know what to do. And everything just spiraled so quickly. Things start adding up. It's like something clicks in your brain, and then you have that aha moment, and your brain goes, "Oh no, 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 Sam, this is not good. Sam, this is not good." He causes all other exchanges to fall, and then blames the market. Literally. Welcome to Sam Bankman-Fried's life. And by the way, he's never going to jail. So I will caveat this by saying, let me ask a different question, because this is all around the same time the New York Times reported that 515 million was suspiciously transferred from FTX wallets after the bankruptcy filing. And there have been accusations that this instance is effectively theft. Where did that money go? Sam, where'd the money go, Sam? Tell us what you did, Sam. We know what you did, Sam. Oh man, I swear, if he gave Tiffany some of that money, man, he's like, hey, you did great during the interview. Here's an easy 10 million for you. Great interview. I'll be so sad. So I will caveat this by saying at that point, I was being cut off from systems and so on. I'll give you the answer to the extent that I know it, which is that I believe that a few different things happened within a short period there. I think the U.S. team took action to seize some of the assets and put them in custody for the exchange. I believe that it has been announced that that the Bahamian regulators took some of the assets into safekeeping as well. Around the same time, and I think there is an addition to both of those. There's also, so he's basically saying everything's been accounted for. There's also been some actual improper access of assets on the exchange, and I don't know the details of that. I don't know. I don't have the resources to trace through exactly what happened. Guess what, Sam? You don't need to do the resources. They're going to do an investigation, and you're not going to get caught, and they're not going to blame you, and you're going to be completely free. And I don't know who is behind that third part. This is what happens. This is how you do it. You basically run entities, you run organizations, and then you can commit fraud. You can do whatever the heck you want and get away with it and never see jail time. Just go back for, wait, what time is it? Okay, 8:53. I got to go in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Just go back for, wait, weren't we supposed to review one more thing? Didn't I have one more thing? Yeah, I want to watch the video. How long is the video? Wait, how long is this thing? I don't know. This is all just dumb. You screwed us over, Sam. He's on some boards. I don't know of times when I lied. Okay, he never lied, by the way. I think, look, there are certainly times when I was acting as a representative, as a marketer for FTX, and when I was looking for and how can I, in a way, Truthful, like, paint FTX as compelling a way as possible, as exciting and optimistic a way as possible. And I wasn't thinking about what are the risks involved with FTX. There, I obviously wish that I'd spent more time dwelling on the downsides and less time thinking about the upsides. Frickin' Sam, look what you did. You had one job, Sam. You had one job. Got done begging his roommate, then wham bam, the company self-destructs all from morning to afternoon. Banging his roommate? You mean his girlfriend? How much Luna was lost in the bankrupt exchanges? Dude, imagine. Probably millions of Luna, dude. But Luna was lost as soon as Luna crashed. I mean, those exchanges lost everything. Dogecoin, dude, freaking 30% up on the 7-day. This thing is still going, guys. All these Dogecoin maxis are winning still. Man, that is great. That is great to see. All right, let me find the article. All right, 1 second. 8:40. Right about. That's our boy BitBoy. If you guys don't know anything about him, right about here. Let's see. The origins of disinformation, right? So this is the article with the origins of disinformation about XRP. This is how early there's been FUD about XRP, right? And in here, in the article, he literally says, Bitcoin Talk, you could earn 5 Bitcoin by posting FUD that XRP was centralized and a scam, and that this is the source of most of the disinformation spread about XRP to this day. That's where they say it stems from. Like back in the day when we got paid to FUD XRP, boys. Okay, let me share the audio. It's not going to take all. We only got a few minutes left with us. Genu, Doge to the actual moon. Let's go, Doge. Yeah, absolutely. Just 1 second, guys. Hey. A. All right, let me know if you can hear it.
This FUD. Earlier today, he said in the early days of Bitcoin Talk, you could earn 5 Bitcoin, guys. Get this, 5 Bitcoin by posting FUD that XRP was centralized and a scam. And this is the source of most of the disinformation spread about XRP to this day. So a lot of those articles were put online. And, when something's put online, it usually stays there unless somebody actively takes it down. But if it's
I'll fund XRP for 0.005 Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's fund it all.
On a message board or, some kind of publication website, I mean, it's generally going to stay up there for years and years. And then, other journalists take a look, they do their research and they take a look and, they keep propagating the FUD because it's based on articles that were not correct to begin with. So Hamilton went on to say, yeah, someone was DMing a bunch of people on there and offering them 5 Bitcoin if they posted some specific FUD about XRP, saying it was centralized and a scam. If you look through some of the old posts, you will still see discussion of it at the time. The brain rot of BTC maximalists. The following thread, dated May 22nd, 2013, from Bitcoin Forum, originally founded by Satoshi Nakamoto, the synonymous inventor of Bitcoin, explains what Hamilton is talking about. And so here's just a post here from one of the Bitcoin forums from way back in 2013 about what he's talking about. So, if you're hearing the FUD, if you're hearing XRP is centralized, this is going to keep coming up. And coincidentally, I was at a birthday party yesterday and I was talking to somebody there, and he knew I did the channel. He knew I was into XRP, but he was always kind of questioning. He's into crypto as well. But he was always questioning, well, why XRP? It's so centralized. It's so I had to really explain to him, no, XRP is not centralized. There are so many reasons for this. So, I had to basically go down the list of all the reasons why XRP is not a centralized cryptocurrency. But, there's a prime example, somebody I know in my everyday life, not from crypto Twitter.
Guys, literally, imagine Bitcoin 2013, right? You're on Bitcoin forum. You hear about XRP, a competitor, and right in the beginning, they started fudding. They started fudding right in the beginning. Imagine you took that 5 Bitcoin. How rich you would be just for fudding, bro. I got rich off fudding. Hey, how did you make your Bitcoin money? Just fudded this token. Dude, how much do they pay for fudding now? How much do they pay for fudding now? That's what I want to know. Oh my god. Oh my god.
2023. So this is coming into effect, guys, in a few months. The new policy will fundamentally change
Okay,
our
this was the
balance of
Ghana's thing.
payments and significantly reduce the persistent depreciation of our currency. So all around the world, we're all experiencing inflation of our fiat currencies. No matter where you are, I don't think there's any currency.
I actually enjoyed listening to this guy. It was quite fun. You guys got to check him out too. Working Money channel. It's got 91.7K subscribers. Just posted 3 days ago. I enjoyed listening to all 20 minutes. Definitely made me re-evaluate my position on Ripple as well. But guys, I gotta go. I got a meeting. I gotta cut it short. I know it was short. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Sorry I was late. I tried not to be tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And remember, don't be a hero.